Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has been publicly feuding with President Trump a lot lately, has some news for us about other Republicans in Congress making fun of Trump behind his back. And let's face it, we all did kind of know that this was going on in one form or another, but here Greene is, according to The Hill. She told Leslie Stahl of 60 Minutes on CBS, "I watched many of my colleagues go from making fun of him, making fun of how he talks, making fun of me constantly for supporting him, to when he won the primary in 2024, they all started, excuse my language, kissing his ass and decided to put on a MAGA hat for the first time." Greene has had a very public falling out with Trump over the last several weeks. Last month, she said she's stepping back from Congress, stating she did not want to be a battered wife in the wake of her fallout with Trump, who unendorsed her and referred to her as a traitor. That's right, Marjorie Traitor Greene. I wouldn't be surprised if he also called her Marjorie Failure Greene. But yeah, she's probably right. Yeah, she's probably telling the truth. We get the sense that a lot of these Republicans are like, yeah, no, we're afraid to go too hard after Trump. We might go after him for a few things, sprinkle in a little bit of criticism there, but we're gonna fall in line, but we're gonna chuckle about him behind his back because, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of material there. Regardless of his policies, which they agree with most of his policies on, there's a lot of material. He's the oldest president. His brain is kind of just having farts a lot recently, just like with Biden, to be fair. And yeah, he's an entirely different man than he was even back in 2016, where now it's like, oh my God, he's just clowning around. Ever since he lost the election in 2020, he's really entered, I would say, an even more unhinged form that we kind of saw on the horizon previously, but we didn't know how long it would take for it to emerge. But yeah, Greene, I think, is definitely telling the truth here. And members of president's own parties have made fun of them, have had public disagreements with them, and privately mocked them. We've known that. We know that a lot of Democrats didn't like that Biden was running again, and they were like, seriously? Why? You think you can get a second term? Really? You should just let someone else run in 2024. And so I get the sense that a lot of Republicans deep down are kind of like, this guy had to run again, or at least that was their thought back in November 2022, which, by the way, is a very early time to announce you're running for president. November 2022, Trump announces he's running for president. They're probably like, oh, this again. There were probably a lot of them who wanted Ron DeSantis or Nikki Haley to be president, and then Trump just comes in and is like, no, we need more of me again. And he's acting even more ridiculous. He's going out on a campaign trail, talking about the size of Arnold Palmer's junk. He's talking about Hannibal Lecter, electrocution, shark attacks. So yeah, Greene, I mean, this is something where it's like, yeah, she probably ain't wrong, and she's definitely breaking out the guns. That like, yeah, you guys all mock Trump behind his back, and now you're like, he's so cool. And now she's the one who's like, yeah, I used to simp for him in the past, but I don't know about him anymore. I'm sick of being a battered wife. So he's the battering husband, he's the abusive husband, and she's the poor wife being victimized by him because he's like, you need to bow down before me. You can't criticize the big, beautiful bill. You need to fall in line. You need to support all my foreign policy, like my strikes in Iran on their nuclear facilities. You need to support all of that, and you're not a true MAGA Republican. Well, yeah, so she's spilling the tea here, and I think she's correct. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Morris the Merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.